Denver Broncos are playing meaningful football in the month of November for the first time in 7 years, and it feels so good. How many Thanksgivings in a row have we watched other teams battle for the playoffs only to have our team be out of it? It feels incredible to be back. And if we want to keep this streak going, if we want to keep being back and in the hunt, this game on Sunday against the Cleveland Browns is absolutely crucial. It's crucial because it is an AFC matchup, and the wins in the AFC matter more when it comes to a tie-breaking situation. We need to knock the Browns down a rung. I think it's a pretty definite thing at this point that the Ravens are going to win the AFC North, which means that you have the Steelers and this Cleveland Browns team playing for the next wild card spot in that division. So a win against them is kind of a double win as a tiebreaker there. So that's crucial. I also just think it is crucial to make big changes right now on our defense with regards to stopping the run. So we're going to dive into that in this video. What are some possible solutions for stopping the run? What was maybe tipped off in Sean Payton's media availability the other day, where he got a little bit testy with a reporter? If you're going to have a coach in the NFL, drop this in the comments. Which coach in the NFL would you feel least comfortable making angry at you? Sean Payton kind of snapped on a reporter. He's done that a few times this year already. And I think, he's one of those coaches I wouldn't want mad at me. Like he takes things from 0 to 100 pretty quick there. And he snapped on a reporter and was like, we don't ask about formations that we saw during practice. And it just got tense and everyone puckered up real quick. I think the coach who I'd feel most comfortable making mad would be Mike McDaniels of the Dolphins. I think if he gets mad at you, he would just write like the worst burner tweet ever and just scorch you. But at least then it's just cyberbullying. You're not actually physically worried. Sean Payton would make me pretty scared. So we have a couple possible solutions, a couple possible rumors out there for how our defense can step up with regards to stopping the run, which has really been our only Achilles heel during this time. And I think it could be a glaring weakness this week against the Browns, because the Browns are playing a rookie quarterback who's barely played any snaps, who throws the ball, as we heard from McNuggets earlier in the week, who throws the ball at 60-some miles an hour, which I think is going to go even faster at altitude and just bounce off receivers' hands. And so really stopping the run is going to be crucial. So what are some ways that we might stop the run? And the first one, where I teased in the intro of this video that Payton got a little testy about, was there have been sightings at the open part of practice of Drew Sanders taking that inside linebacker spot in our 3-4 defense. And so having Drew Sanders, who is much, much quicker than Cooper, if that's the switch there that is being made, I think his ability to cover ground is much better if we went to a 3-4 or a cover 3-3-4 defense, and you had Simmons playing up top with two corners on the outside, and then we really load the box in that way. That could be a really easy, cool way to stop the run. The other big rumor that's out there that might help us with stopping the run is, are the Denver Broncos going to make a run at Sha Leonard? This would be insane to me, that first off, that he's even available. I know the Colts are out of it, and Irsay is an awful owner and has had trouble with their running back, and now trouble here, and it doesn't seem like he wants to pay anyone. And so perhaps the Broncos make a run here at this linebacker. I remember watching Hard Knocks when it was on the Indianapolis Colts a couple years ago, and just being absolutely impressed with Sha Leonard. At that point, he went by Darius Leonard, and you might remember that from the draft. But according to Ed Werder, the Denver Broncos are one of the teams in the mix. He was cut by the Colts and then cleared waivers, which means now he can sign with anyone and renegotiate the deal with them. Kind of like we see with Ndamukong Suh, which we talked about earlier in the week. He's going to want to play with a contender after, spending all these years not contending for Super Bowl. My guess is he is going to want to play with a team where he thinks he can make a difference and help that team with a playoff push. I think that could be the Broncos. I love Singleton in the middle. I love Josie Jewell in the middle, but I think it's if he stays healthy, there's no question that Sha Leonard is a massive upgrade with either of those guys. He has all-pro potential. And again, health is huge, and I know that's just part of father time is undefeated in the NFL, as they say. So those are the big two rumors. Very curious to see what happens on Sunday. Are we going to see a Drew Sanders sighting, which we really would love in Broncos Country? We drafted him high. There's a lot of optimism about his potential. Or are we going to keep our defense how it is and maybe make a run at a former all-pro middle linebacker in Darius Leonard? So that will be very interesting. So just if you're still here on the video, I want to give a huge shout out to all the OG Sports Talk Denver subscribers. I can't believe it's been a month since I've been doing this channel, and Lord willing, I will hit 1,000 subscribers in the next day or two. And that is really, really just mind-blowing and really fun that that's happened. I think what that means for you as a viewer is that, you know, that 1,000 is the magic number where this turns from just a hobby that I do and my wife gets mad at me for spending all this time in the basement to something that I make a little income on. So that's very cool, and I hope to keep adding value. I know that it's trading your attention for ads, and so I hope I'm always adding value to you. Been very just honored and humbled by all of the comments and people who weigh in on and watch these videos. There's been some people who I feel like are commenting on every video and always there. A shout out to Jeff, who I feel like has commented on almost every video and is there. We've got a viewer in Japan who comments on every video. We have Ryan here making sure I remember the fire up each week. So it has been an honor to be rolling with y'all for a month, and I'm excited about what's to come. So thank y'all, and Broncos Country, let's ride.